Alright guys, welcome back to Full Moon Hot Rods. Today I'm going to finish up the subflooring in the back of the Model A. Get all my cross braces in, and there's one floor brace I'm actually going to move forward in the car just a little bit where it'll work better for my seat and all to mount to. I'll take you back to the back of the car. Alright, today in the back of the car I'm going to take this floor brace here and I'm going to move it over to that hole that's right there on both sides. But I'm going to put a new floor brace in. I'm going to run a brace from right here across to the other side, and then I'm also going to do one at the back of the car across from one side to the other. That'll give my floor structure something to hook to. And well, let's see what we can do with it. All right, let's see if we can get some measurements on this. All right, let me cut some metal and see if we can get a piece welded in. All right, I got my piece of metal measured to length and got it marked. I'm gonna cut it off, and then we'll check the fit in the car, and if it fits good, I'm gonna cut another piece just like it, and then start welding in. Okay, I got my piece cut, so let's check the fit on it. All right guys, I got that piece there cut and got it clamped in place. Now I'm gonna cut another one to go in front of it. That's actually gonna make it like a V, and it'll reinforce that flat bar and make it pretty strong once I do that and weld it together. All right, I got the second piece laid out. See if I can get it cut out, and then we'll stick it in the car and test fit it and see how it looks. I got the brace sitting in place where I want it at, so I'm going to try to get it tacked together where I can weld the full length of that two pieces of flat bar where to make it good and strong. So let me get the welder fired up and we'll start welding. Alright guys, there's the part welded together and ground off. So let's see now if we can get it in the car. Alright guys, there it is in place. I got to weld it right here. And then I need to come out here and weld this side. And that'll give me some support for my floor that I'm going to put in it. I got to put a piece back here in the back across, and then all that old rusty mess right there, right in here, I'm gonna take and change that whole panel and that lower structure right there once I get all this here installed. There's the other side. So now let's let's get back here at the back and make our cross member to go from one side to the other and get that tied together, and then we'll move this cross member that's up here at the front. Alright guys, got my material laying up here. Let's get this measured out. Alright guys, these are two pieces of metal that'll cut out. I'm just clamping them together where I can weld them together. Alright guys, I got these two pieces clamped together. So I'm gonna go there now and I'm gonna put a few tacks on this side down, and then I'm gonna flip it over and weld it on the bottom side and then grind everything clean, and then we'll try to put it in the car. Alright, here's the part that we just made. Get it all ground out and everything. Welded it solid on the back, which would be the bottom. But now let's get it installed in the car. Alright, I got it fitting in the car now. Just got to weld it in. So you see kind of what I'm going for here. Let me get this welded in and see if we can make some more. Alright guys, I decided on the piece I made for the back, I'm going to add another piece of angle to this side of it to make a channel. It'll give it a lot more support in the rear of the car. So I've already got it cut out. I need to get it tacked to the first part that I made. and then we're gonna try to install it. Okay, I got my channel that I made in place in the back of the Model A, both sides. The front piece right here, I'll come here and I'm going to add a piece of angle right here to give this more support, just to tie everything together. So let me get this here welded in and I'll grind everything off and you can see what it looks like. Alright guys, I got this here welded in. So I'm going to put a piece from here to here on both sides to help tie that in and give me a little bit more room for my floor to set on. So let me get those cut out. Alright, I got this right here marked out. I got to make 2 of those, cut them out, and then weld them in. I got these 2 pieces here tacked in place right here, so I'm gonna weld them solid. Alright, you can sort of see what it looks like from inside the car. This is inside the cab part. Like my 4-bar right here is too close to this, so now I'm gonna go here and cut this bar out right here, right across here, and then I'm actually gonna move it back to here, not this bar, but I'm gonna put a new bar in it right here, where, because the front of the bar is not gonna move as much as the back, so I shouldn't have any problem when I move it up here. But let's cut this bar here out and see how this works out. All right, guys, I got the subframes cut out. You see right here where I got it cut out on both sides, and right here. That's where I'm gonna move this part of the subflooring back across. It was here, cut it out to give it more travel here. So I'm gonna see if I can get this brace marked out and drill it. So let's see what we can do with that. All right, guys, I got this brace cut out. I already got it laid out. That's where I'm gonna drill my hole right here. And right here. And if I've got everything measured right, it should work once I drill it and install it. So let's see if we can get this drilled. All right, guys, got it holes drilled in it. So let's test fit it in the car and see how it fits. All right, before we start test fitting it, I need to drill a hole right here. Alright guys, I got this side here in and fitting, and these holes that I drilled, that's where I'm going to spot weld it in. I've already got my wood block under my channel with my bolt started. Now I'm going to see if I can get this side. You see my wood block right here moving in the hole, so see if we can get this to line up. And if I measured it right, it should work. But I haven't been known to make mistakes, so let's see what we got. Okay, there we go. Got it started in there. So let me get it measured from this beam to this beam and get it squared up, and then we'll tack it all in place. All right guys, I got it squared up in the subframe. So I just got to go here and plug weld it. 4 spots on each side. I got my wooden block up underneath my subframe on both sides, bolt started, square in the subframe by the measurements. So let's get this here welded in. All right, I got it spot welded in place on both sides, bolts fitting. Got the wood blocks up under it. The doors and everything still lined up pretty good on it. So I'm gonna call that good until we start putting the floorboards in it. All right, now you see what it looks like. Looking through the windshield of the car in the floorboard. You see where I added the subfloor embrace right here, and this one, and where I kicked up the subframe. I'll take you around to the back. You still see here my doors and all still line up good. So it's like that on both sides. And that's what it's going to look like in the back. And all this here will be floored all the way through the car with 18 gauge sheet metal, and I'll go in there and put some bead rolls and stuff in it to make it extra strong. But anyway, that's the way I did my coupe floor as far as the subframes. All right, that's it for this video. I'm not sure what I'm gonna do next. I don't know if I'm gonna go ahead and start making the floors or start doing patch panels or the firewall. I don't know. I'll figure it out and see how I feel and which one I wanna work on. But I appreciate everybody watching. I appreciate all the new subscribers, all the old subscribers. I hope to keep growing the channel. So everybody like, share, comment. And I want to wish everybody a happy holidays, and we'll check you later.